Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. We are finishing out the week right here before Christmas with our final Arena Cube draft of the season here for the channel. I'm not sure how much longer it's sticking around on Arena for everyone once this releases, probably another week or so. But this is going to be our final draft of the Cube here on the channel. We had a decent little draft on Wednesday. We had a not so decent little draft on Monday, and I'm hoping that today we actually get to draft a fun archetype because, you know, mono green ramp stompy is for some people, not particularly for me. And then on Monday, we were kind of forced into an aggro, like a bad aggro deck that didn't really work. So I want to draft something sweet today. I want to pack one, pick one Mystic Mastery. I want to pack one, pick one Mayhem Devil. I want to pack one, pick one OG the Exquisite Blade, or, you know, some sweet kind of fun build around synergistic go off pop off kind of decks here. And then beginning next week, I haven't decided what will be on the channel yet. Probably more Brothers War, but we'll see. Stick around for next week's content to see what's going to be dropping. But we'll be drafting up a storm as we always do. So yeah, all right. What do we have here? Unfortunately, we have 5 lands, which eliminates the sweet stuff we can pick. But there is a Gonti. There's a Cityscape Leveler. There's a Mephit's Enthusiasm, which is a good removal spell. There's Reanimator. Black-White Reanimator? Anyone? There's Oracle and Courser as well. I'm trying to see what the difference is here. So this is 3 mana 2/4 as opposed to a 4 mana 2/2. It's more green intensive. But it's like just better than Oracle, basically. Okay, so how do I want to play this here? Cityscape Leveler is like a big old ramp target. That would have been great in our deck on Wednesday. You know what? I think Unburial Rites leads to the most fun decks. Is it the most powerful card here? Probably not, but I think this leads to the most fun, one of the more fun archetypes that you could potentially draft in Black-White Reanimator. And we'll see if that ends up being open or not. Now there is Treasure Map. There is Brainstorm. There's a couple of lands. There isn't great reanimate targets. There's a Blood Chief's Thirst, which is just interaction, which I have lacked in the past couple of days. And interaction is good. There is a couple of lands here. There's Timeless Witness, which is kind of cute with someone like the blue extra turn spells. Might just take the interaction in Blood Chief's Thirst here. I mean, I think today's draft I might try to err on the side of drafting a little bit more interaction and removal. What does this do? Now, all their creatures are 1/1s. They can't activate any Planeswalker abilities or creature abilities. Alright, there's Yawgmoth. There's Bastion of Remembrance. And I think I like this deck a lot. Yawgmoth goes in this deck as well. It's a free sack outlet. But Bastion of Remembrance in the black-red sack deck is just so good. We haven't really seen good reanimate targets necessarily. Approach of the Second Sun. And a bunch of green. Well, Black-White Control? Who knows? Approach seems like a sweet kind of build around though. So we can take that here. Alright, there are 0 black cards now. All week, we've started like, on Monday we started white, 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 then no white cards. Wednesday we started green, green, green. Then there were like no green cards for several picks. Now we're starting black, 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 and then there's like no white cards. Teleportation Circle is one of my favorite cards in the entire cube here. We tried to draft it on Monday and it wasn't open. So maybe today it will be open. Again, if we're looking at Reanimator, there's really nothing here. I mean, Big Score goes well with Unburial Rights maybe, but I'm going to try to take the Teleportation Circle. And now there's a couple of black cards here. There's also Karn and Mind Flayer. Mind Flayer is okay with Teleportation Circle because what this does is it lets you reset what you take with Mind Flayer every turn. And we're probably, if we do go blue-white, we're looking to be on the control side so we can lean into approach with a bunch of card draw. Deserted Beach would be pretty good. As far as black-red, like sacrifice kind of things with Bastion, that doesn't really seem to be open. We haven't seen good reanimate targets, and Blood Chief Stars is just kind of a removal spell here. So I'm going to take the Mind Flayer. Now, Omen of the Sea also goes well with this. Oh, it's Artifact or Creature. I thought it was Enchantment or Creature, so it doesn't quite go as super well with that. There is Search for Azcanta. These are much more mono-white cards here. This goes well with Unburial Rights, the Hostile Negotiations. I think I'm actually going to take the Search for Azcanta here. Okay, now there's Soon's Intervention, Tolarian Terror. I think I'm going to take the Soon's Intervention here. Spell Pierce. Courser and Oracle came all the way back around. I did not expect to see that. I mean, I guess I'll take it. Well, now you're telling me that green is open again. Timeless Witness. Glorious Sunrise. Abundant Harvest. This is pretty good with Approach of the Second Sun. It's pretty cute. Let's take this. Maybe go into green-white control. Well, green and white. This is very, very good in either blue-white or potentially even green-white. So we'll take the Prince here. This is like green-white or green creatures. This is also green creatures. Could you imagine drafting Brothers War and seeing this fourth to last pick? Be hilarious. Champion of Wits is good in blue-white. Spectral Sailor. Let's take the champion here. So green seemed to be most open, but I don't really want to draft green necessarily anymore. We only get 3 drafts of this this season, or I'm only going to provide 3 drafts of this season. I don't want to do 2 of the same deck. That's no fun. I guess Karn.
Sleeper agents walk among us.
And Lotus Cobra. Okay. Alright, for blue-white, we've got effectively nothing. I mean, there's a Neutralize as a counterspell. In green, there's Renin 7, Incubation Druid. In black, there's a couple of cards here. This is a good reanimate target. I kind of just want to be like a blue-white control today, almost. We have a decent little start for blue-white control. I'm just going to almost like force blue-white control. It's a different kind of deck than we've done last couple times here. All right, if we're doing the whole blink thing, then Yorion and Golden Argosy are both great. Pact of Negotiations probably pretty good. Same with Portable Hole. I think I'm going to take Yorion. And maybe we wheel the Argosy. I don't think anyone else is going to want this. So we're going to have to be on the lookout for creatures with good ETBs here. Potentially, like... I don't know how many prototype creatures there are. I know there's the big Phyrexian Flesh Gorger in black. But the goal would be to, like, play it on 3 and then blink it with Teleportation Circle on turn 4, and then have it come back as a 7/5, and that would be insane. We don't necessarily have to companion Yorion, considering I think these green cards are probably out. Alright, so here's the interesting kind of picks here. So there's Ephemerate, which really only goes in blue-white blink, and there's Spirited Companion, which is the exact card we want to be blinking with cards like Charming Prince, with cards like Yorion, Teleportation Circle, all that kind of stuff. This is another enabler, but we need some payoffs too. And if the deck is relatively open, Ephemerate could wheel. I mean, there are good cards here. Someone's going to take Coma, someone's going to take Awaken, someone's going to take Lolth, someone will take Chandra, someone will take the lands. So this could wheel, but I'm going to take the card that I think I want to try to be blinking, as well as Circuit Mender. These are very good blink targets. So yeah, let's take the Circuit Mender here. There's a Hallowed Fountain. There's an Esper Sentinel. There's a Behold the Multiverse. There's an Underground River if we try to splash something, but I don't think we will be. And if we're just going blue-white, the land isn't as important because we're not trying to splash around and go like full 4 colors or anything. So either Forsaken Crossroads or Pilgrim's Eye. Pilgrim's Eye is another very good blink target. We only have the Teleportation Circle and the Yorion right now, so we need more blink things. So at this point we have a couple of payoffs here in Charming Prince, Spirited Companion, Champion of Wits, Circuit Mender, Pilgrim's Eye. So we need more ways to blink them. And I'm really hoping the Ephemerate wheels. That would be huge. So here's a great blink target, because we could play it as a prototype, play Teleportation next circle, blink it, return it back as a 5/4. There's also Mecha Godzilla, which is probably pretty good. But I'll take the Steel Seraph here. Command, Vortex, and Borrower. I like Borrower. It's interaction. So is Vortex, but we're not going to be kicking this. But I like Borrower as nice interaction here. I guess the only thing we could play is Phyrexian Revoker, which is also another decent-ish blink target. It's also a 2-mana 2/1 that can trade off with some of their aggressive creatures, which is fine. Alright, I think Ephemerate is coming pick 11, maybe? Maybe pick 10. Ah, this is the Golden Argosy pack, which is great. There's also Portable Hole, but Golden Argosy is perfect in this style of deck. All right, here comes Ephemerate. Come on back. Someone took Ephemerate. I thought these two would be gone. So there's Mana Tithe. I'll take the land here. Darn. So someone's also going for Blue-White Blink, which sucks. Did not think that card would be gone there. I'll let everyone draft all the green cards here. Okay, well, we still have the shell of a decent deck and still have a whole pack to get the rest of it here, so that should be okay. I guess I could take the river here. I doubt I'm playing Shore Up. All right, what do we have here? We have Ether Channeler, which is wonderful. As far as things that can blink other things, Spectral Adversary is not it. Yeah, I think it's a pretty easy Ether Channeler here. Don't think this is a Seagate Stormcaller deck. There is Lauren, which I think is very good interaction to destroy an artifact or enchantment. Again, also a great thing to blink. However, again, we need to find ways to blink things, considering all we have. Teleportation Circle is the best way to do it. So, at least we have that. Golden Argosy is a good way to do it, and so is Yorion. But Teleportation Circle is number one, then Golden Argosy, then a one-off shot with Yorion. Probably just Amaria's Call here. I mean, Elish Norn, now there's the good reanimate target for the Ephemerate, but... Or not the Ephemerate, the Unburial Rites. I think just a nice little addition to our lands will be fine here. Alright, now there's Thalia, which probably isn't great in our deck. It's fine, but I don't think it's outstanding. This can rebuy an ETB. This is a removal spell. This is a worse removal spell. This is a very situational but very good removal spell in spots. I think I'm going to take the Touch of the Spirit Realm as nice individual removal here. Here's a blink. Also Sanctuary Warden, but I think I need Resto. Yeah, let's take Restoration Angel. Because Resto is also very good with Yorion. Like if we blink with Yorion and then we do Resto and then we blink Yorion and then we blink everything else and then... Yeah, that's what we need there. Ooh, Sublime Epiphany. Oh. Are you going to make me do this? I can't pass up Sublime Epiphany, can I? This card is so good. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One card here will wheel. Could it be Displacer Kitten? I don't think it's Displacer Kitten. It's also Blood Artist, but Sublime Epiphany is too good. It's just too good. This is not good for us. Curious Obsession's not great. Chart a Course is probably not great. Great Henge and Vorklax. So this was the draft mono green. Probably just a Jishwari Disruption over a Haughty Djinn here. We're not really a Haughty Djinn kind of decks. We'll take the quote-unquote land. Now, AO and Spectral Adversary, I'll take the Adversary. There's a Humiliation with 13 creatures. I think I'll take the Adversary. This is a horrible blink target. Alright, so we are crossing our fingers and our toes that Displacer Kitten comes around last pick. I really don't think it will, but you never know. Why is this in the sideboard? Why did those have to be in the same pack? Why couldn't they be in back to back? Don't think this is a Heliod deck. There's a Titan of Industry, which is another great reanimate target. We're never going to kick this, so it's just 4 mana, copy a creature we buy an ETB. I think I'm going to take the land over that. Disdainful Stroke is probably pretty good in cube. We did it. My math was wrong, but we did it. Alright, we got the Displacer Kitten. Let's go. Okay, sweet. Alright, so we got a pretty decent little version of this deck. I don't think it's the best version. Can we even Companion Yorion? What does that require? Well, it needs a 60 card deck, so you'd need like 23... No, you need like 33 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21... 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 30, 31. I don't think we can. We'd have to play like 29 lands, which is not great. So we're not going to Companion Yorion here. So means we have to make a couple of cuts, but that's all right. All right, what's on the chopping block here? Maybe just a random card draw spell. Karn doesn't seem to be at his best. Both of these cards are pretty good. I like Approach. Mary's Call is just like another land. I like the Seraph. I like all of these 5, and this, and this. This. Yeah, I like all of that. So I think we'll cut these 2 then. This seems great. These are both kind of like lands. I think Disdainful Stroke is going to be good enough. Maybe Neutralize doesn't really fit in. Is Soon's Intervention that good? Soon's Intervention's good, right? We have a lot of things we could seek with mana value 3 or less as well. I kind of just like Disdainful Stroke. What about Search? Is that a little slow for us, maybe? I don't really want to cut too many more creatures, but I also don't want to cut too many more non-creatures because of Displacer Kitten. Could we go 16 lands with these 2? I think we could go 16 lands with these 2 here. So, like that. And then... It's dangerous, but again, these are basically lands. So I'm going to count them as 2 copy. These are each like half a land. We'll go with that. Then we're back at 17. So now we need 1 more cut here. Kind of looking at the Champion of Wits here. Yeah, we just have other better things to blink, I think. So, yeah, alright. We finally got into one of my favorite decks in the format, and let's see if we can ever pop off with Golden Argosy triggers and all sorts of things like that. Alright, pretty good start here. Prince into Pilgrim's Eye into Resto. Okay, we'll see if they are mono red. We'll scry 2. This is quite good. Problem is, if we top this, we can't cast the prototype. Next turn, we'd have to cast Pilgrim's Eye to shuffle it away, to shuffle the planes away. But we would get a planes, and then we can cast this next turn. So we'll draw this next turn, we'll play Pilgrim's Eye, we'll get a planes, which is essentially just like drawing the planes on the top of our deck. So we'll be playing off curve for 2 turns here, which is not great. But we'll survive, I think. I think they're going to be a little bit more aggressive, so I'm just going to try to trade off with the underdog here on with the Charming Prince. Never mind. Alright, let's hope this works. Boo. Boo hiss. Alright. I'm gonna play this tapped. So that if we draw land, we can go Soon's Intervention next turn. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna eat one of these. I guess the question is which? I can eat this, but they can cast it again next turn. I can eat that, and then they don't have access to it. I think I'll eat this because they could equip up the Gix next turn and attack through this. Although I'm probably going to touch the Spirit Realm on the Gix. So then in that case I should do this. And then this can trade for that. They're also going to cast this. Or they're going to get another 2/2 here. No, I'm going to do this one. Alright, I'll hold up Spectral and Disdainful Stroke here. I should flash that in to block. Yeah, that's a good one. It's not great. I mean, it's a good blocker, I guess, but... hopefully no big spell here. It's a big spell here. Oof, we are close to dead here. Man, I needed to hold up Disdainful Stroke for Siege Game Commander, but that hindsight's 2020, obviously. This is their first spell they cast all game that was 4 or greater. That would have killed us on the spot, basically. So something we could do is we could crew Restoration Angel with Argosy. This would get blinked end of turn. We would then blink this. Then we could pay twice. But then we don't want those things to phase out. Because if they do, they just unphase out on their turn. So that doesn't really help us. They have lethal. Stupid Glorybringer. That card is just so dumb. So we need a blocker, and we might just need to gain life here. In fact, I think we do. Oh, or more. Oh. You can do them all. We don't have an artifact or an enchantment to destroy, so we'll do this. Okay, player gains 3. So I need to do this, I need to do this, 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 and this? No, because I can block with these two on the Glorybringer, although the Glorybringer, when it attacks, it's going to kill one of them again, so... Do we want to give them another card here? Well, we could use another card as well. I'm not going to. These have vigilance? No, they don't. I can go in with one. Oh, we can't cast this and send it on the adventure. Yep. Probably have to block here. I could get rid of their 1/1, but I don't want to take 3. The Glorybringer just kills us next turn. In that scenario. So exerting is an activated ability. Right? It's not... Is it triggered? Is it triggered? Either way, we probably named Tenacious Underdog. I don't want to mess up and name that. Does that kill us now? It's very close. What? So apparently blitzing isn't an activated ability. You may cast. It's not an activated ability. Alright, so it looks like we lost anyway. So definitely shouldn't have attacked, obviously. I was crewing it anyway, so who cares? Resolves. We block and block. I'm not sure of a way out of this one here. Stupid Glorybringer. Alright. Fun! Alright, this hand seems fine enough, I suppose. Everybody playing 1-drops. Ha, you didn't have anything. Did we go search or we do Charming Prince? I'm gonna go Charming Prince so that Displacer Kitten can trigger off of the search. Well, I like both of those. Ha! You have nothing. Alright, next turn we could go Kitten, followed by the following turn Search and Pilgrim's Eye. What that does is that lets us blink the Circuit Mender, because when this leaves the battlefield, it draws a card. Not when it dies. That sucks. Obviously, we have to draw a land next turn. Well, maybe we could go Pilgrim's Eye this turn to guarantee next turn. Well, no, next turn we have to have 6 mana. We're going to have to watch out with this Oddity. And the Pelt Collector getting big, too. Why is it that I feel whenever I play Cube, it's like, I don't end up with the powerful cards, and then they play these things, and they just bash me down. Like, I had this card in a deck on Wednesday, and I played it, and it just stuck on the board and did nothing. It was like a 4/4. And I even transformed it, and it still did nothing. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, how do I beat this? What do I do? I still have Helana and Elena. This has trample. This can't do anything on the board. Can return the Defiler to its hand, which I probably have to do, and then that's the only thing I can do this turn. I can't do anything else. Is that the only way I live? And then I'm chumping again? Guess that's the only way I live, right? Oh, it gives it haste, too. Oh, of course it does. Because why wouldn't it? Alright, we are on the play here with the slow hand that we'll keep and then poop out of the draft very shortly. Because they're going to play a 1-drop here. Ooh, they didn't. Alright, let's bounce their 2-drop and draw a white. Okay. Alright, go ahead and counter that. Nothing, you say, huh? Is this an angel? No, it's not. Alright, well, get on in there then. And I'll do Argosy so that I can hopefully draw a white, play the Seraph, hold up Jawari Disruption, and then I can blink. Dang it. Touch the Spirit Realm that still. To give activations for the Argosy. Well, I drew the white. So, can I hold off a turn? I could probably hold off a turn here. So let's do this, and we'll hold up Jawari Disruption. Ooh, that's right. I can still get it right now. Then next turn we could touch the Spirit Realm this and be able to blink that and turn it into a 6/5. Field of Ruin. Yeah, Field of Ruin Golos is a fun deck in the format too. Or we could just play Teleportation Circle. Or hold up Resto. This is some protection as well. Is this an angel? Why does this have to be an angel? That is so weird. Okay, well then we'll do this. Okay, you got removal? Sure what that does. What does that do?
I won't let a few thugs threaten us.
Not really.
Show 'em what you got.
And then we have 8 against their 8. So we got there with that one. All we have to do is hope they don't play 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, Halana and Elena and Great Henge, and then we'll win. Alright, we're on the play with a good hand here. Charming Prince into Circuit Mender. Although we could just hold off on Circuit Mender and play Prince on 4 and then blink Circuit Mender, which is very powerful. I might just do that. I think I will. I'm going to try to go for the upside here. Go for the upside play. Never mind. Alright, so they got Yorion. That's okay. Oh, they have another spell here. Hopefully it's not Lightning Bolt. Okay. Alright, are they going to try to counter the Prince now? Or kill the... Oh, they have nothing. They just missed a land drop. Alright, if they kill the Circuit Mender in response, they kill the Circuit Mender in response, but... Okay, they'll kill the Charming Prince, that's fine. Why didn't I attack first? Who knows? These are questions I ask myself in my nightmares. Clearly I should have attacked first. Obviously, now, in retrospect. And we need to stop drawing lands. Good thing Search can hopefully help us with that. Yeah, seems good. Probably gonna draw a card. It's very good on this board. Unfortunately, we're 2 turns away from it. We have to play it, and then the next turn we can start attacking with it. We probably need to keep a land because we need 7 for approach. And if they can't disrupt this combo, then they're probably just dead. I don't think that's great right now. Alright, so next turn we have approach mana, but we have to hope nothing gets... Whoops. Okay. Nothing like the cruelty of Gix gets cast on us. Creature or planeswalk? Oh. For some reason I thought that was a Thoughtseize effect. Alright. Alright. We're still alive. We're still alive. Yeah, it's another good one. However, I want to get approach going so that now we can blink both of these and draw 2 cards. And then now we're like a turn away from approach, or like 2 turns away from approach. And now I think we got this one. I mean, it depends on what they find with the cruelty of Gix, I suppose. They could find something here. But we're drawing a card, then we're drawing potentially 3 cards next turn if we play Spirited Companion, so we could mill a card as well. So we basically, they have 2 turns to kill us here. But again, this could do some things. They can get back Lauren from our graveyard and kill our Golden Argosy, but that doesn't stop them from the approach of the Second Sun. Okay. We'll bin that. Draw Soon's Intervention. We don't want to seek anything because it would shuffle our deck. We could just cast an Amaria's Call. We could play Yorian's Companion, or we could play Spirited Companion and Steel Seraph, and then attack with both of these. We draw 2 cards, and then next turn we're drawing Approach, and we win. Which I think I like that. We're going to be drawing 3, so we will have it in our hand. Is it worse to have in our hand? Or would I rather it on the top of my deck? They are playing black, so they could have hand disruption. So what we could do is we could play Companion. Yeah, so let's see here. Play Companion. Play this. Now we can blink this and this. That way we're only drawing 1 card. And then the approach is on the top of our deck. So unless they mill us, which I don't think they're going to. Then it's just on the top of our deck waiting for us. Ready to go. this one. Lifelink. Go to attackers. No reason to really attack with that. We're not racing them on damage right now. We're racing them on approach coming up. So because of hand disruption, that's the reason I did what I did, so I can leave it right there. My guess is they get back Lauren. And destroy the Golden Argosy, but that doesn't matter. I could kill the Steel Seraph, but Argosy's getting too much value. That's fine. I'm not even going to risk blocking with the Circuit Mender because unless they... Yeah, I'm not even going to risk it because reason is because they could make us draw a card if I like blocked here and then hand disrupt us. So I just don't really see a need to risk anything when we're at 23. Same reason, not drawing a card, because I don't want them to have Inquisition. Well, Inquisition wouldn't do it. They've already used Thoughtseize, but there's plenty of effects that let you look at your opponent's hand in black that I don't want them to have. Sweet. And hiding it on the top of our deck worked out just fine. Alright, we've got our mono blue deck here. We've got Search on 2, so that goes a long way in helping us. And of course, they've got a 2/1 on turn 1 that we're just going to get smacked in the face by for 4 or 6 damage. Can't cast that. I guess I'm going to bounce their knight because they can't get it back. I could use this to blink the Ether Channeler and then get rid of their knight again. But then I'm effectively just blinking the knight. So I'll leave that line open to me. I think I'm going to keep that. I could be wrong, though. Well, that sucks. This doesn't count as casting, so we'll let that resolve. Do they have an instant? No. So we can do this. Not really at risk. Oh, wait, what? Is that at the beginning of the next end step? Oh. Well, I thought it was immediately. can't do anything. Woo, baby. Thank God we had that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna block. We're at 8. Nope. Now this is an activated ability, right? I mean, I chose this on Tenacious Underdog earlier. It didn't work, so I'm just gonna hope that is how it works. Alright, do it anyway.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault.
Interesting if they choose to activate it, or what this last card is here. So we can't play a creature because they're just going to make us sacrifice it. So we can't play Steel Seraph here. So we basically just have to pass with Sublime Epiphany up. Woo, thank goodness. Or is it better to just Disdainful Stroke? No. Turn Liliana so they can't make us discard card. We have gotten lucky with these counter spells here. Alright, again, we can't cast a creature because Lily's just going to make us sacrifice it, so this is kind of all we can do. Well, approach is quite good. Alright, now they're going to make us discard something, but we'll just get rid of a land here.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me. I'm tired of your secrets.
They can get Gutter Bones back. It's your only decision point at this point, so you're probably going to want to do it. Maybe they forgot. Or are we timing out? There you go. Alright, I'm going to hold the land to discard the Liliana. And I'll cast Approach. And now it's a race.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Oh man, all these lands. So I think the bigger problem is if, well, the thing is if Lily ultimates, we have nothing but lands on the board anyway. If we play this creature, she's going to make us sacrifice it. So go ahead.
Don't overthink things.
We don't quite have the win with the approach because we won't have enough mana to cast it. But we'll win the following turn. So I'll draw. And I think I'm just going to kind of let this play out here. Well, Lily ultimating now is not good. But, because we're going to have to get rid of 4 of our lands. And then we won't be able to cast this. But we have no choice. We can't kill her at all. So then what I'm going to do is this, because she has no choice but to ultimate this turn, because if she doesn't, then we win off of the approach, and we can still hold up Disdainful Stroke if they draw something here. It's a close one here. I have yet to have Liliana ultimate, but it's working out in their favor this turn, or this game. Well, that's not going to work out for you. Right? Sure.
you ever heard of personal space?
Okay. Did I miss something? Oh, do they have a counterspell? Did they just draw a counterspell? No way they just drew a counterspell. They drew Spell Pierce. They drew Spell Pierce.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Okay. Even if we drew a land, we would have won. Although I may not have played it, so I would have had to play the Shame land after losing to a Spell Pierce off. They drew a Spell Pierce off the top. What the heck?
We all have things we'd rather forget.
We'd still make us sacrifice something here, but we have to kind of start whittling down Liliana here a little bit, right? Not to mention she could ultimate if we didn't do that. This game is just brutal, man.
Darkness will swallow the
The game of Magic the Gathering is just brutal. Plus these have reach.
One of your friends has to leave.
These have vigilance? Nope.
We will slay our enemies.
I love lands. Keep giving them to me. That does stone cold nothing right now. Neither does that. And then they just swing out with a bunch of menace creatures and it doesn't matter! Thank you, Spell Pierce, off the top of your deck. Sometimes you get beat bad. That was one of the worst beats I've had in a long time. Oh well. Hope you enjoyed the cube this week. It's been fun-ish, kind of, maybe. Who knows? Thanks very much for sticking around to the end of this video. I will see you next time for your daily draft.